Hello and welcome to another video. Yet again, it's another talking video because God Almighty, we need to talk about how National League South and National League went. National League North wasn't as entertaining as I thought it was going to be because it was meant to be between Fylde and South Shields, and South Shields lost and Fylde won it. So, yeah, we won't cover that much. Obviously, the table will be on the screen to my left. Apart from that, yeah, National League South. What a blooming game. Worthing obviously won it. Got the Rebels, getting promoted. National League next season. Obviously, unfortunately, we can't get any higher than that because I think pitch, you need a grass pitch, and you need stands to be seated in. So a lot of work needs to get put onto our ground to make it worthy of League 2, but we'll stick with National League for a few seasons. I mean, I'll put my own videos up. Basically, it was just a mad game. I mean, the first half, I wasn't too sure what's going to happen because Ebbsfleet were very attacking, very aggressive. It seemed like Ebbsfleet were going to score first, but luckily, in the 40th minute with Raz and Joe Cook, Raz got the ball. I think Joe Cook passed to Raz. Raz tried shooting it, ricocheted off the defender's leg. Joe Cook saw the half volley chance, took it and smashed it into the top net, I think it was the top corner or just the roof of the net. God Almighty, as soon as that happened, the whole stadium went manic. It was pandemonium. It was amazing. Non-league was brilliant. And also the capacity of 4,200, I think stadium is, or 4,000. We had 4,002 people in the stadium and 650 of them were away fans for Ebbsfleet, I think. I'm pretty sure. I know some people say that AFC only brought like 400 people, but I'm pretty sure they sold out their allocation in the end. There was a lot of talking points that they actually were going to sell out their allocation or not, but I think they did in the end. But obviously, second half, going to the half-time winning, obviously that gave Worthing a lot of booster and confidence and hope and dreams and amazingness. And then, yeah. Second half, all Worthing. We could have won it by a lot more. Raz got the second goal and basically cemented the win for us in the 55th minute, I think it was, 58th. It's a good strike. Turned inside, knocked it along the box, shot with his left foot, roof of the net, done the keeper in. Perfect. And then I find out yesterday, I think the tweet went out. I'll put it on the screen if I can remember. That he's gone to the NDL again for Borders League, which it's nice that obviously when Border Leagues came back, there was a thing that maybe he would go back there, but obviously he just wanted to play the season with Worthing, see that all out, which is great. Obviously, Worthing did win, so Raz is now no longer needed for any more games for Worthing. Worthing don't have any more games now until next season. But it'd be nice to see him in Border League. I mean, the last few games he's been brilliant for Worthing, so he'll be doing absolute bits for NDL. I'm pretty sure Border League, I know it's this evening, I think Border League will be Liverpool still this week, I think. Because last week I think it was Liverpool, and this week should be Liverpool as well, and then they're back in London. But God Almighty, Raz in the last few weeks has been phenomenal. The whole squad has been phenomenal, really. Like, defensive-wise, I can't really fault the defence too much. I mean, against Maidstone, I watched it on TV. It was Worthing were dominant. Obviously, Maidstone won the game in the end, but Worthing were dominant for most of it. It's just their keeper, the Maidstone's keeper, made some brilliant saves. He was on top form. If they didn't have that keeper in there, it may have been like 2 or 3-2 to Worthing, and then that would have been the way to decide it. But I do like how they're at Worthing for the Ebbsfleet game. The whole officials and everyone said, don't go on a pitch. Please don't pitch invade. Don't pitch invade. You pitch invade, it's going to be a problem. If you do pitch invade, then it will be a criminal ban. You're never going to stop a pitch invasion, are you? I was in the North Stand with my friends. By the time when the first goal went in, you got pushed around a lot because the North Stand was packed. When Joe Cook scored his goal, the whole North Stand was in elation. Second goal went in by Raz. Like most of the fans that were stood behind me, and they had a metal bar, separating a bit. That some of the fans had to go underneath that to not get crushed. as soon as it comes to the final, like nearer and nearer to the final whistle, more fans pushed in, trying to get closer and closer to the front. I mean, luckily for, I think, health and safety reasons, I think they did let us. Well, they opened the gate to let us on a pitch. If they didn't, that would have been disastrous because the amount of pushing in that stand was bad. I mean, as soon as the full-time whistle went, as I'm pretty sure if you watched the Worthing game or watched any news about how Worthing won National League South, all the fans pitch invaded. I mean, I like how they had all the stewards down the north end, didn't care about the southwest or east end. And then they remembered that, oh yeah, there's from other sides of the stadium, and oh wait, they're already pitch invaded from that side too. Oh, I mean, when you got pitch invasion, it's difficult to control, so you need to be more concerned. With the pitch invasion, it's going to be more problematic. It's going to be like potentially risk of life for the people inside the stands, or potentially risk of life for the stewards. It depends on how fast people flood the pitch. Obviously, Hillsborough is a good. It's not good. Hillsborough is like a reminder of what can go wrong, and luckily nothing went wrong for the Worthing lot. But it's a brilliant game all in all. It's amazing. I mean, the one game I kept an eye on while watching Worthing was the York and Rochdale games, which we'll get on to in a minute. But the Worthing and Ebbsfleet, the end scenes, the happiness, the cheer, like. Obviously, Worthing have always been in like playoffs since they got promoted from the Ishmael League. To actually finally do it and get promotion, like, I will be honest, I wasn't after the Maidstone game. I thought that was it. We were going to get playoffs, but Worthing found a way. Worthing obviously found a way to beat Ebbsfleet. We got promoted. We also made sure Ebbsfleet weren't in playoffs either. That was also a cherry on the cake. The Hornchurch Maidstone game ended... Not Maidstone. Hornchurch Maidenhead game, ended 0-0 in the end. So, no matter what, we would have gone up. But just secured by 2 goals. I mean, considering 2 or 3 seasons ago when we played Ebbsfleet, they demolished us like 14-2 on aggregate. Both games were high scoring. They were demolishing Worthing. And then this time, we beat them 2-1 away and then 2-0 at home. The main problem I'm going to have for the Worthing is obviously we're going to be able to keep more players now because we have gone up. It just depends how many more players we can keep and how many we need to say goodbye to. With the loanees like Ramiro Moulton, I know he's going to go. I'm pretty sure his parent club is Watford. I know he needs to go back to them, but at the same point, I really want Worthing just to buy him because he's so good. I'm trying to think. Jeffries will go back to Southampton. He was used if needed be, but since Taylor Seymour was more trusted in the last few games of the season. Yeah, the rest is history. Taylor Seymour. Becoming a fan watching in the shed end, being a goalkeeper for Worthing and actually helping him get promoted. I mean, most of the season was done by Jeffries. No, I think he got a knock because he wasn't involved in some of the games. He was left on. He wasn't even on the bench. He was just left out. So I presume he got not badly injured, but injured enough. Obviously, then Taylor Seymour came in, and the rest is history because Taylor Seymour was now number 1 keeper for Worthing. Obviously, we won't hear anything else about contracts for Worthing for a while. They're going to let everything dust settle and everything. Obviously, Adam Hinchridge now said in interview to BBC Sport that he's going to relax. You'll go to York as well, see friends and family up there, celebrate with their win. I'm pretty sure he said celebrate with their win, but obviously he's got friends and family up there. He's going to spend lots of time with his family down here as well. He's also going to spend time watching Brighton play, which obviously I'm not sure he was able to this season. Obviously, being a manager of Worthing, you've got lots of important games. You've got plan and prep for Worthing, so I'm not sure how many Brighton games he was able to get to, but he's going to spend the rest of the Premier League season supporting Brighton and watching his son Jack play for them, which is good because, I mean, it's not what else is Hinch going to be doing apart from seeing family and friends and enjoying his well-earned, deserved time off after getting Worthing promoted. Just thanks to him again. Got promoted thanks to Hinch again. I think you just need to keep Hinch to just get promoted. was obviously, I think it's the first season in National League South. I think that's when York poached him, I want to say. I'm pretty sure it's the first season or second season. Maybe in second, because Aaron Racine took over as interim. It's that 4-3 defeat to Braintree in the final. But, I mean, thinking about what teams we can play against, I mean, obviously, one sort of big one is Sutton United. Obviously, ex-Worthy manager Chris Agata is there. He loaned Cashman in from Crawley. I think he actually finally used him on Saturday's game, but took him off. I mean, playing him would be nice. I mean, I think the furthest away day at the minute is if it stays as if Carlisle don't get promoted because they are in playoffs National League. Carlisle will be the furthest away day there is, and that will be a hell of a lot of travel. Whether or not it's something I'm going to do, I don't know. But also with League 2, Crawley, 1 game left of the season. If they lose or draw another 2 teams below them win, Crawley could get relegated back down to National League, and that's another local derby. But with obviously National League South, you've got Dorking, who finished 4th in the end, but even then, that's an amazing result considering the amount of injuries they've had. I mean, everyone in playoffs, I'll have them up on the screen. With everyone else in playoffs for National League South, I would still think I want Dorking up. I mean, I'm not saying I know I want Dorking up because, like I said in the previous video, they're too good for National League South, but they're going to be good enough for the National League itself. Again, they can't get promoted into National League and from National League into League 2 because of the stadium, because it's not. I mean, they got more stand seating area than Worthing. But obviously, they won't have more fans there than they actually have, so it'll be a lot of renovation. But I think you spend a few years in National League, I think Worthing want to spend a few more years in National League, stay up there, get money in, improve the ground. Dorking would definitely want to do the same. I mean, the other problem we have is, like both teams have, is they have got AstroTurf pitch, you've got 3G pitch, and need a grass pitch. But I think I've gone on enough for the Worthing win. I was expecting National League North to have a bit more oomph in the final bit, but no, obviously, like I said, Fylde won and South Shields lost, so that wasn't really much of a fight. I think the biggest talking point of all 3 leagues of Main, North and South is the main one, Rochdale versus York. Was it 95th minute? It had 6 minutes added on, 95th minute. Rochdale, at the time when I looked at the phone, when Worthing's won their game, I was like, okay, I'll have a look at the phone and went, oh no, Rochdale won it up. Rochdale going to win the game. Then I also looked and said, plus 6 minutes added on, and there was 110 minutes played. And I was like, what on earth? And then when you were celebrating with the players, you found out that York equalised. And then York won. Then the game ended and York equalised, but they got promoted due to the goal difference and points. It was just. I mean, I watched some videos of the game. I mean, I think Sky Sports, or not Sky Sports, DAZN or National League TV or someone posted the 10 minutes from when Rochdale scored their goal up until the end of the match. And you can see why it was played for longer than it was. There's so much. As soon as Rochdale scored, obviously, fans were ecstatic. They thought they won the whole entire thing. They pitch invaded. Don't blame them on that bit. You think you're going to, a 95th minute out of 6 added on? Logically, you would think that'd be it. Obviously, the pitch invasion happened, so another few minutes ago had to get added on. So that was a bit annoying for the Rochdale fans and the Rochdale management team. If there wasn't a pitch invasion, I think it would have ended 1-0. But obviously, the more controversial part is York's goal. With DAZN, they had a camera on the if you're in the Rochdale goal second half, on the left hand side of the post, I swear there was a camera that showed close range of the goal line. So for some reason that wasn't used in the broadcast what they've released, which I thought would be even better reason to use that one to figure out how far in the net the York goal was. They went for the other side. They went for the right-hand side far camera in the end to prove it. and it's a blink and you miss it thing. But the keeper, I think it's Ollie Watmuth or something. The Rochdale keeper, he saved it, but it was already in the net, and luckily, because it's so crowded in there, only the linesman don't know. And I think the linesman told the referee, yeah, it's gone in. Obviously, he must have raised the flag or just told him on the earpiece, and the referee was like, oh, you got better view than I have. I'll award the goal then. Like I said, if it wasn't the pitch invasion, I think Rochdale would have won. But obviously, when York equalised, there's another pitch invasion by the York fans. Again, it's not gonna. You're not going to be able to stop many of them. They had so many stewards against the York. As soon as Rochdale scored, you had so many stewards blocking the York fan, like in front of the York fans, in case they did want to pitch invade. When, well, like I said, inevitably York won it, or won the league, not won the game. But it's pandemonium. It's amazing. Obviously, you've got Ollie Pearce, Harrison Mail, and Joe Felix, who are all ex-Worthing players. So it's even better for us. It's like a double win. Also, I think Adam Hinchelwood is the first manager ever to manage 2 teams that got promoted. Because he was managing York for 4 or 5 games before he got sacked. They got promoted. Then he came to Worthing, got Worthing promoted. I think he's the first manager ever to do that. I think I saw that somewhere. I can't guarantee it, though. But God almighty, if anyone says the National League isn't entertaining and the Premier League is, they're wrong. Premier League is not that entertaining. I think the last time the Premier League was that entertaining was when it was Man United and Man City, I think it's 2012, when they're trying to fight for the title, and then it's Sergio Aguero got the winning goal to make it 3-2 for Man City. Obviously, the Man United game finished, so they thought they won it, but obviously, because Man City game continued on, but as soon as Aguero scored that third goal, the winning goal, I don't think the Premier League's been anyway exciting since then. I mean, you got Arsenal back on top because they played a game more because Man City beat Southampton in the FA Cup on the weekend. But I mean, Arsenal now have Man City now have a game in hand over Arsenal, but unless something majorly happens, Arsenal will finish second and Man City will go top again. And it's not entertaining. If it was like when Leicester got promoted, if it was like a Leicester situation where another team got promoted or a team that never really wins league titles got the league title itself, that would be more entertaining. But you got 2 big giants. What can you say? But yeah, Worthing promoted International League. AFC Fylde promoted International League. The other thing I will mention actually here with National League is obviously last season York got the heartbreaking thing where Barnet ran the league. They won it miles ahead. York was second, and I think Oldham got promoted in the playoffs. But Oldham had 10 or 20 points less. Obviously, if it was, I think it would be more fair if Rochdale and York got promoted, automatically. It's just a whole 3-up campaign. It needs to happen. Because you can do so well, get second and then if you do so well, miss out on automatics, come second, and you're literally fighting to get back up into the league again. When, like I say, Rochdale have done so well, got over 100 points. I think they get a rest. They will get a rest because it's either Tuesday or Wednesday the eliminators getting played. So they get a rest for a week and then they got to play again. But it's surely, that's why I support the 3-up campaign, is the top 2 teams you go automatically, and then third place should be playoffs. That's how it should be. It's not, like I say, it's not fair to Rochdale. Last season wasn't fair to York. It's whoever finishes second, if it's that tight and that close, literally feel like they've been stabbed in the heart. I mean, you could tell on the Rochdale players' faces and the Rochdale fans' faces, it was just, even when York conceded, you could tell on the York's players' faces, it was just, they knew that second meant, we've got to keep fighting and keep trying again, and they don't want to be in that position again. But next time, obviously, York got promoted, but it's now Rochdale who's got to deal with it, and it's a 3-up campaign that really, really needs to happen. And they're not doing it for the 26-27 campaign, but they need to make changes at least to the 27-28 campaign. At least. I mean, League 2, you have 2 teams that can go down. I mean, Premier League, you have 3 teams. I think League 1, you have 4 teams that can go down. You get 3 automatic promoted places and 1 where you have to do playoffs. It's really stupid. A 3-out campaign, I do agree with, but at the same time, it's like, how are you going to make the bottom 6 teams get relegated each time? I think one of my friends said it's something along the German leagues or something. You have, or was it Danish leagues? I can't remember. I think there's one league in the world where you have 2 people, you have, say, 2 relegation spots in each division, in each league or promotion spot, but they have to fight it out, and whoever loses gets relegated, and whoever survives stays in that league. I think what it should do let's say, let's go with, in all fairness, it's not going to be amazing the way I'm thinking about it. Let's say that Worthing and I think Hornchurch came second in the end. Did Hornchurch come second in the end? Actually, I can't remember who came second. That's National League. Let's have a look at that. Okay. Who came second? Give me the names. I want playoffs. It was Hornchurch. Hornchurch did finish second. The way I'll do it is have the top 2 teams go up automatically. It's a bit difficult because then you have the top 2 teams go up automatically, and then have 3rd to 6th play as a playoff. But then the winner of that playoff the winner of that playoff has to play the winner of the playoff of the National League North, and then that 3rd team gets promoted. It's not too. It's one of the things where it won't work because you need 2 of them to get promoted to make it even. It's definitely difficult. I mean, a 3-up campaign is something that's needed, but it's just thinking about it out loud, it's going to take a long time to figure it all out, but I do feel bad for Rochdale because they deserve to go up as well. And if they keep at it and keep hammering towards what they can do, if they do really well in training, and then the next 2 games they play, providing they win the next game, they only got 2 games to play, really. If they win them 2 games, they're up. But it's a long and hard way of doing it. It's not fair on them, or it's not fair on other teams. But best part about it is Worthing won. They're up to National League where they deserve to be. They've been too good for National League South. It's just unfortunate the way it's been starting. It's like this beginning of this season was bad. As soon as we hit January, I was like, okay. But then Worthing kept losing and not getting results. I was like, this is not going to go well. So how far ahead Dorking were, and I was like, okay, we're definitely not getting promoted now. And then unfortunately, Dorking did have that drop in form. But again, that's just down to their injuries. It's nothing. Like I said, if they had a fully fit team, they would have been fine. Personally, that's what I think. If they had a fully fit team, like I mentioned in the last video I made, they would have been champions by January, February. Easy. But I'll see you in the next video, which hopefully, if I can get around to doing it, I'll probably start it, probably release 1 episode of Friday. Or do I release them on Monday? I think I'm trying to do a 3-episode series quick. But it may have to be out in May. So I'll see you then.